Mort, my dear friend, there is simply no debate. Pancakes are the superior food. They are fluffy, delicious, and versatile. You can eat them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I beg to differ, Your Majesty! Strawberries are the better food! They are sweet, juicy, and packed with vitamins and nutrients. Plus, they are a perfect topping for pancakes! Ha! I see your point, Mort. But I disagree. Pancakes can be topped with all sorts of delicious things, not just strawberries. Maple syrup, chocolate chips, fruit compote, whatever the fuck that is. The possibilities are endless. I suppose you have a point, Your Majesty. But strawberries are also incredibly versatile. You can eat them on their own, or in the smoothies, salads, desserts, and more. I suppose it's all a matter of personal preference, Mort. But in my royal opinion, pancakes reign supreme. I'll have to agree to disagree, Your Majesty. But I think strawberries are the best. Very well, Mort. Let's just agree that both pancakes and strawberries are delicious and leave it at that. Sounds good to me, Your Majesty. Let's enjoy both foods and not worry about which one's better. Excellent idea, Mort. Now let's go make some pancakes and strawberries for breakfast. Your Majesty, I'm so sorry. I don't know how this happened. Mort, my dear friend, I fear this may be the end for me. No, Your Majesty! Please hold on, I'll get help! I'll call for the royal physician! It's too late, Mort. I can feel my life slipping away. But please, don't blame yourself. This was an accident. Your Majesty, I don't know what to say. I am devastated by what has happened. Mort, my dear friend, you have been a loyal and faithful servant to me. I want you to know that I forgive you. And please, take care of my kingdom in my absence. I will, Your Majesty. I promise to honor your memory and save your kingdom with all my heart. Thank you, Mort. And remember, no matter what happens, pancakes and strawberries are still delicious. With those final words, King Julian breathed his last breath, and Mort was left to mourn the loss of his friend. Oh, Your Majesty, I will miss you dearly, but I will do it too fast and take care of your kingdom. As the news of King Julian's death spread, the kingdom was thrown into mourning. But Mort knew that he had to remain strong for the sake of his people. With the support of the royal council and the people of the kingdom, Mort took over as the new leader. He made sure that King Julian's vision for the kingdom was carried out, and he worked tirelessly to ensure the well-being of his subjects. Under Mort's leadership, the kingdom flourished. The people were happy and prosperous, and Mort was hailed as a wise and just ruler. As time passed, Mort continued to honor King Julian's memory, and he often found himself thinking fondly of the conversations they had shared over pancakes and strawberries. Despite the sadness of King Julian's passing, Mort knew that the kingdom was in good hands, and he continued to lead with kindness and compassion. As Mort continued to rule the kingdom, a strange and unexpected threat emerged. A portal opened up in the sky, and out stepped a giant llama from another world known as Fortnite. The llama, known as the Llama King, declared that it was unhappy with Mort's rule and challenged him to battle to determine who would rule the kingdom. Mort was shocked and confused by this turn of events, but he knew that he could not back down. He accepted the challenge and prepared for battle. The two rulers faced off in a fierce and epic showdown. With their respective armies watching on, the battle raged on for hours, with neither side gaining the upper hand. But in the end, it was Mort who emerged victorious. The Llama King, impressed by Mort's strength and determination, conceded defeat and disappeared back through the portal. Mort was hailed as a hero, and the kingdom rejoiced. And from that day on, the kingdom was known as the land of pancakes and strawberries, in honor of King Julian and the delicious foods that he loved. What a thought. The threat from the Fortnite world was over, but he was mistaken. Soon after the battle with the Llama King, another portal opened in the sky and out stepped a group of heavily armed soldiers from the world of Call of Duty. The leader of the group, a man known as Bravo 6, declared that Mort was a threat to the stability of the multiverse and must be eliminated. Mort was shocked and terrified by this new threat, but he knew that he could not back down. He gathered his army and prepared for another battle. The two sides clashed in a brutal and intense fight, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. But in the end, It was Mort and his army who emerged victorious. Bravo 6 and his remaining soldiers retreated back through the portal, vowing to return and finish the job. Mort was once again hailed as a hero, and the kingdom celebrated their victory. But Mort knew that the threat from the other worlds was far from over, and he prepared his kingdom for the next attack. Despite their defeat at the hands of Mort and his army, Bravo 6 and the Llama King did not give up. They joined forces and gathered their armies, determined to take down Mort and his kingdom once and for all. The final battle was intense and brutal, with both sides suffering heavy losses, but the combined forces of Fortnite and Call of Duty proved too much for Mort and his army to handle. In the end, Mort was overpowered and killed in a brutal manner. His kingdom was left in ruins, and the people were forced to flee or face a similar fate. The Llama King and Bravo 6 declared victory and disappeared back through the portals, leaving the once great kingdom in ruins. Mort's legacy was all but forgotten, and the land of pancakes and strawberries became a distant memory. The war between the different worlds continued, with no end in sight. King Julian, who had been dead for many months, suddenly found himself alive once again. He was confused and disoriented, but he soon realized that he'd been brought back to life for a reason. As he wandered through the ruins of the kingdom, he came across the lifeless body of his dear friend Mort. He fell to his knees, sobbing, and realized that the kingdom he had loved was now in ruins. He knew that he had to do something to stop the madness that had consumed the different worlds. With the help of a few loyal followers, he set out to find the Llama King in Bravo 6 and bring an end to the war once and for all. After many months of searching and fighting, King Julian and his followers finally tracked down the Llama King in Bravo 6 and defeated them in a final showdown. With the war finally over, King Julian set about rebuilding the kingdom and restoring it to its former glory. And though he knew that Mort would never return, he vowed to honor his memory and make sure that the land of pancakes and strawberries was a place of peace and prosperity once again.